Maybe he wants you to sing on a stage, but you don't know. So we can't make assumptions about our purpose. Remember I said the question was never, God, what is my purpose? It is, how can I walk with you purposefully in today? How can I walk with you purposely in this year, in this month, in this week? How can I be led by your spirit? Amen. Does this make sense, girls?
Yeah.
Yeah? Purpose is sacrifice. Remember I said it's not always your passion. No one is passionate about sacrifice. If you are, it's not a sacrifice. Like, it means it takes something from you to do it. Esther, when she found out about the Jews, a lot of us like Queen Esther, when she found out about the Jews being persecuted, she called up all her people and said, we're going on a 3-day fast. She had never approached her husband, the king, the same way she approached him, but she went straight to him after the 3 days of fasting, boldness. And she just said, listen, my people are being persecuted. What can be done about it? But before that, she had a conversation. And she said, you know what? If I die, I die. Do you see that? She said, even if I die, I don't care. I need to speak to the king. And her uncle said something profound to her. He said, maybe you were created for such a time as this. Does that make sense? Purpose is sacrifice. Not only did she do the 3-day fast, not only did she say, if I die, I die, which is sacrifice, but it was apparent that Queen Esther was placed as the queen for such a time as this. Yeah. She was used to preserve her people. Imagine if she said, well, I'm not passionate about going to the king right now. I'm not passionate about almost being killed if I go and ask him something. But if I die, I die. How many of us are willing to sacrifice for what God wants us to do? And I'm always reminded of Jonah, because sometimes I feel like our generation can be a bit of a Jonah. We know that we should be set apart. We know we shouldn't be with that guy. We know that we shouldn't be going to them kind of parties. We know we shouldn't be watching those kind of movies, those kind of links. We know that that's not the call of God in your life. That's not godly. But we still walk in it, and we're still kind of like, God, I know you're calling me to something higher, but I want to stay down here. I was having a conversation with one of my sisters today, and I was like, you know the standard of God. I don't even need to tell it to you. You know what God requires of you. You can actually do it because you're smart. But you would much rather be with your friends on a lower level. It's like, this is the standard. You know you can reach that standard with God, but you would much rather be here so you don't make your friends feel uncomfortable. Has anyone felt like that before? You don't want to be that friend that is doing too much. You don't want to be that friend. I was that friend. And because I was that friend, it has now meant I can speak to you guys and tell you guys to be that kind of friend that is running ahead, be a trailblazer. Because the same people that are chilling with you, jamming with you, being bummy with you now, they're not going to respect you in a few years' time. It's better to live for God. So when I talk about purpose, I don't want us to have this view of purpose as this abstract thing, like, okay, I need to set up this ministry, I need to do this job, I need to have this kind of house. No. Let's bring it down to your everyday life. We have been called